in some form of criminality. We have legitimized criminality in this country, and people it has become a form of aspiration. Somebody posted something, and I think I hope it's a joke. I just hope it's not a reality.
Right.
And they were asking children what they wanted to be, those who want to be doctor, and the child said I wanted to be a kidnapper. And
I'm sure. It has to be a joke.
I just pray that it was a joke, but the person made it look like a reality, and that children were just choosing. One said they want to be a politician, and they ask them why they want to be a politician. They tell them that, when you're a politician, you have a lot of money. The other one say want to be a kidnapper because you can kidnap people and make money easily and all that. People, they didn't seem to say much about people who looked up to some teachers in the community and say, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a priest. I want to be a clerk in the court. There was nothing like that. So this is the sad commentary of who we are as a country. And I want to plead with these people, both the armed agitators and the government. I want to plead with them, because even the armed agitators, they are not certain that their children will have equal access to ammunition when they were in their time. The only difference between the armed agitators and the rest of us is our unwillingness to carry arms. I don't think that the children of these people will also be willing to carry arms, and so let them also think about the future that awaits their children. And I don't like to talk about this.
All right, then. Well, it got everybody emotional. We're going to cry for the nation. But
and you're turning to a joke.
No, I'm just going to have to cry for a moment there.
People are wicked, very wicked.
What I do understand, though, is I'm just simply going to blame the government, really. I mean, they made the opportunity available for these people. The first year, second year, third year. I will understand that the amnesty program was a stopgap process to stop what was going on at that moment, assuage people, and then put on ground something more unique, something that really could sustain itself and change the destinies of the people from the region. But to just pluck out money from the system and keep paying a group of people, and I understand that what they do now, since they know these monies are available from the amnesty office, is they tell you, we have 20 camps. So you've captured from my camp 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's still camp 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's always going to be a camp that needs to be integrated into the system. Perhaps the reason why Solomon is saying, look, they're substituting names with names of people that we don't know. But again, on the side of some of these ex-agitators, what they do is they say, well, you have registered camp 1, 2, 3, or 5. My camp, we had 20 branches or so to say. And what we've done so far is just captured 6. So there's still 7, 8, 9, 10. So they just keep bringing names forward, and the pressure is in the office to accommodate these people, or else maybe there'll be an armed agitation within the region again. So for me, I would want to blame the government. I don't know. The people, if you're offering me 65,000 naira, I would take it. If you want to take it away, I would want to cause trouble. Keep giving me. I think what the government...
And if it stays for 9 months, 9 years, I will opt for increment.
It should be...
I tell you.
It is a job, as it were. I would expect that after these years, they're the ones who come up with a winding down. We're winding down. So when you're winding down, what is on ground for the people? And if we say we have had other agencies that are supposed to have taken on this job, the NDDC, the Niger Delta Ministry, whatever, Niger Delta Basin. What did you call that earlier on, Chief Loveday? Something basin.
Yes, we have a...
Water, I know there's a water...
River Niger.
No,
but there's a water basin, lower belt or authority, something basin. I know that has to do with this region. But there's something else you mentioned.
We have NDDC. We have a 13% derivation.
Yes, 13%
we have
derivation. Niger Delta Affairs, Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs.
Yes, it has escaped.
Anyways,
I will remember.
It's all right. When you remember,
I got emotional.
I know. We do have a lot.
Niger Delta Basin also.
We do have a lot of these agencies that, if they were working optimally, will have done so much to change the fortunes of the people here. And I felt that the government at the time when they initiated this amnesty office to assuage the people they will have put pressure or put the spotlight on these other agencies and ministries to make sure that they are indeed doing what they were created for, so that by the time they're ready to pull out or they're winding down, there is already a system that is working and accommodating the so many people of the different parts of the Niger Delta who feel that they have been forgotten or neglected. But well, over the years, they didn't do that. There was money. The oil is coming from the ground, so why pay 65,000 naira to as many people who come forward? Ignore what the NDDC is doing. You're not interested if the money is only used for elections year in and year out. Ignore the Ministry of Niger Delta. I mean, give that to the boys. Let them use it to settle themselves. Well, if the basin crumbles, it's okay. We just keep rolling. We have acted like an ostrich for so long, and it is now beginning to hit us. Unfortunately, it's hitting all of us. It's not just going to hit the government. It's hitting all of us, that we've left the wrong things on for too long. Now the agitators are out there saying, look, 65 is no more enough. We can't keep doing this for 9 years. And now we want to start scrambling and checking, has the NDDC been working? What is the ministry doing? I hope we can be able to fix it before it's too late. I'll never say it's too late for anything. Anytime it starts is good enough for me, but we should have done this earlier. All right, it's 14 minutes after 11. Let's get to the phone lines. You can be part of the conversation this morning, and you can also send us your messages via WhatsApp only to 07019339962. That's 07019339962. WhatsApp messages only to that number. And you can call us. And let me hear your thoughts on the two issues earlier. We spoke about ethnicity beginning to erode the universities. What are your thoughts on that? And then we spoke about the AIG who said bribe was free and nobody should pay that. And we went on to look at, what's obtainable, what's on ground. So the first was emerging ethnic crisis in Nigerian universities. And the other was, it is criminal to collect money for bail. AIG warns policemen. Those were the opinion poll stories. And then for Real Talk, an ex-Niger Delta armed agitator, Lauren Solomon, who is a leader of ex-Niger Delta armed agitators, has led a group of agitators to protest in Abuja. And they say it's unfair and unjust that they've been collecting only 65,000 naira for the past 9 years without an increase. They're also asking that a probe to the Amnesty Office be done, as they say their names have been substituted with unknown people. Let's get to hear from you. Phone lines are open, 0810-951-0951 or 0817-0000-951. Hello, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, Annie.
Yes.
Mascot calling from Port Harcourt.
Mascot from Port Harcourt. Good to have you. Go ahead.
Good morning. Everybody in the studio, Chief Love Doctor, good morning, and every Dr. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning, Mascot.
Honestly, when we talk about meritocracy, that is merit, honestly, I feel so much bad, because all these things have been thrown to the wind. Honestly, I remember when we were growing up in my university days. I know of one lecturer, honestly, his name, Dr. V.C. Wati, though he later became a professor and maybe he's retired now, who fed his wife in his own course. Today, these things are no more. Like Dr. Sado said, that when you ask students, what do you want to be, say want to be a kidnapper. That is the order of the day now. People want to make money at all costs. People want to be rich at all costs. Nobody's talking about integrity. Nobody's talking about meritocracy. Nobody's talking about excellence. Again, it is all money, no matter how you get the money. So that is the problem we're facing in this country. And that is why when I say that in our universities now, you get all this ethnicity, these things are founded by our political leaders. They are the people that started this, fanning this embers of ethnicity religion to get their own selfish interest, their own little parochial interest. So honestly, my sister, the only solution we have is that the followers, that is us, we need to come together and change this course, change this situation. Otherwise, it will linger, even to our generation, even to our next generation. It will linger. So the followership must be united, must form a. What the Rob said, that road to a chair, very bad. Nobody's talking about it. Very bad.
Okay.
When you can't even cross that road now.
Mascot, we got your thoughts. Thank you so much, Mascot. Hello. All right, the phone lines are still open 0810-951-0951 or 0817-000951. Those are the numbers you need to call. Let's get to hear from you real quickly. Hello, Today 95.1 FM.
Hello?
Yes, hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Wisdom. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Wisdom from Port Harcourt. Good to have you.
My regard to everybody in the studio.
Thank you.
I don't have much to say. I just want to say that my only submission in all of the issues, beginning from the union pool to the talk and every other thing, is that we are stuck as a country. Thank you. We are stuck.
All right, then. Nation that is not moving forward. Hello. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Annie.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, my name is Ahunti Chima, calling from Port Harcourt.
Good to have you.
Yes, Annie. The issue of inducement of police with bribes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Annie, I think I blame Nigerians. The way that police, each time Nigerians are passing, each time any car is passing, Nigerian police is not seeing human beings. They are seeing ATM. You understand? So what am I trying to say? At every point in time, police is on the way. What police expect from Nigeria is to pay them. And Nigeria will also succumb to this extension of police. And I've come in contact with police before. Now, I was conveying to a few people on my way to Rumokoro. A policeman stopped me. Although to a passenger, I used to buy fuel. A policeman stopped me and asked me of my papers, which I did. I gave to him. After a while, he was asking me, why am I carrying passenger on my car? I asked him a question. The question was, are you not a Nigeria, a country with high rate of unemployment? You are asking me not to carry passenger on my car. This is my car. I choose what I do with it. He was like, where is my affidavit if I must carry car? He now took my papers and everything and pocket. I waited there for a while. I had to put call across police complaint unit. After I put the call, I told them where I was. I told them the name of the policeman that is holding my paper. They told me to give him the phone. And I gave him the phone. After he answered the call, he was smiling and gave me back my papers. So ignorant. Now, secondly, also, most Nigerians, some of them, when they are inside vehicle, the police stop. So much in a hurry that police have capitalized on this our hurry life that we are living to extort money because they know that one or two passengers they want to raise a land. Oh, God, be fast now. Settle them now. You know the Nigerian and all that. So that has been the major problem that we are facing. Then on the issue of Niger Delta, I think Nigeria, I have never been in support of amnesty at all. But it's unfortunate that our government, instead of them to give amnesty to the people who have genuinely repented, they give amnesty anyhow. Amnesty is given when justice has taken its course. After the person has passed through justice, then you can grant him amnesty for him to be able to free himself for the society.
Right,
but unfortunately, we are seeing the other way around.
We've got your thoughts. Thank you so much. We've got to let you go so all this can be part. Thank you. Annie, good morning. For 2 years, I've been going for admission to Futo. I was refused because I'm not an Igbo guy. I met somebody's wife. She said I should pay 120,000 naira. I was unable to pay, so no admission. Even when my JAM and post-UME was very good. Inspire. We sent that in from Obogoro. Annie, our nation is in jeopardy. We need to recharge our battery, else it dies flat. You see, civil servants get paid same salary for more than 10 years with no hope for increment, at least in River State. But criminals or agitators need increment for their criminal acts. God Deo. This is from Sa Anya. Annie, if you have a cancerous toe and you refuse to cut it off, you should be ready to continue to pay for drugs. Unless and until federal government is ready to directly contract the development of Niger Delta, as it is obtained in the case of Abuja, the agitation will never stop and the federal government will continue to pay the agitators. James Opongwa, you send that from Uzoba. Another case says, it's a shame that people under the guise of ex-agitators will demand for pay rise for doing nothing in terms of adding value to the development of the country. I think the Nigerian government has left this amnesty to carry on for so long that the ex-agitators demand for pay rise. The agitators should be made to work in farms to justify their pay of 65,000 naira. And I think so. You're paying them 60, but you have farmlands. Get stretches of farmlands and employ them. Hello, today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Annie.
Yes, good morning.
I'm calling you from Transamadi. I am Michael by name.
Michael, good to have you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I actually want to talk about on the amnesty matter, which the coordinator came up to say the pen should be increased from 65,000 naira.
He's not the coordinator. He is also an ex-agitator. He's just a leader of a group.
Yeah. Annie, let me tell you something. You see this amnesty program, it started 2009 during the regime of Musa Yaradua. I have been following it up, though I'm not a beneficiary to this amnesty thing. But sometimes you guys take in the studio and you analyze this amnesty thing to the wrong side, the way it's not supposed to be.
Can you just tell us your thoughts first and leave the sides that some of us have taken?
Okay, sorry for that. See, Annie, amnesty came up. You cannot compare 2009 and then from 2009 to now, you cannot compare. You cannot compare the level of insecurity before amnesty came up. The level of insecurity now is kind of minimal. It's kind of up to date. Let's just say up to date somehow than the way it was during that time of 2009 before amnesty was granted to this boy.
No.
See, let me tell you something, sir. Amnesty came about so that we peace in Niger Delta.
Your point here now, sir, if I understand you, is that we continue to pay the 65,000 naira, and in the point where they're asking for increase, we should consider that. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying the increase should be considered. All I'm saying is that it is the agreement with them and federal government.
I don't think anybody here in this studio has said it's not an agreement. So we want to understand, what are you trying to say here?
What I'm trying to say is it is their right.
All right. It is their right, but it's not the right here that is an argument. That they want an increase is what we're looking at. So what do you think concerning the increase they're agitating for now?
No, the increase, I'm not saying there should be an increase, but what I'm only trying to say is that the boys, it is their right.
The increase is not their right.
No, the increase is they don't have any right because the agreement they had wasn't for any increase. You understand me?
Okay. All right then.
For any increase, but it is their right for them to be paid that 65,000 naira.
Okay then.
And let me tell you something. Sorry,
tell us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we are.
When this thing came up, there was an agreement between them and federal government. See, I'm not a beneficiary, but I followed it up.
I'm sure you've repeated that like 3 times already. So just go ahead.
No, I'm not necessarily, believe me. But let me tell you something. I followed it up. There was an agreement between them and federal government. Federal government agreement that before this thing will be ended, every beneficiary to this be settled. And then the federal government have not settled them. They haven't paid them that settlement.
Okay.
So for the fact they haven't settled them, they will continue paying them that money. See, the day they settle them, once they settle them...
We got your thoughts then. Thank you so much for your contribution. 0810-951-0951 or 0817-000951. Hello, today 95.1 FM.
Hello, Annie. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Joe from the Pepper. Greeting to all your guests in the studio.
Thank you.
Please, this issue of ethnicity or tribalism that's eating deep in this country. You may not be able to understand what those guests are saying. Assuming that Today FM is federal radio station. One day you just wake up and see a group of people from that community protesting. Why would you be anchoring that program? That is the level of tribalism in this country we find ourselves. Secondly, on the issue of amnesty or no amnesty, were they actually supposed to be paying up to today? Some of them were trained to be working for themselves, not to be on the federal government payroll forever, just because we are hiding the truth. Asking for increment for how many months or how many years now? Look at how Labour and federal government have been agitating over 30,000 naira increment. Those who are working from Monday to Friday, putting down their best for this country. Yet somebody will just sit down and say the level of crime in the country is increasing. Are they supposed to go back to crime? They are supposed to be thinking out of the crime, not going back to the crime. Please, Thank you.
All right then. I think so too. I mean, if I've been paying you 65,000, it's so that you're at least your mind is not going towards some sort of agitation in any form, but that the 65 has helped you improve on your lifestyle or the quality of your life, and that if I decide to end it now after 9 years or 8 years or 7 years, depends on when you joined, that you're able to do something more qualitative with your life other than looking for arms again and start agitating. I would think that's the process by which the amnesty was initiated. But I also want to believe that in having an all roundabout plan work when it comes to the issue of amnesty and the agitations here in the Niger Delta is that while they were paying that, all the other agencies that were set up to ensure that the Niger Delta did develop, the government also should have put hands on deck to ensure those ones also did work. Because it seems as if they didn't bother. And then now, it has hit the fan. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
morning.
And, good morning to everybody there.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Nabu, calling from Elias.
All right, Noble, go ahead.
Tribalism in our education institution. It needn't start today. It will not start today. And the government are even encouraging it. When I'm from Southeast, I will get some mark. I won't get admission in school. But from the other side, we get even lower than the mark I got, we get admin in the school. Are we talking about that? What is it about? It's just like employment. I'm in River State here. The company based here. If I want to get employment, I will approve it in Lagos. Then transfer me back to River State. Is it not so? What is that about it? So if you want to do it, it's just like what we talk either in your station here about police recruitment or so. One state have about how many? That is all about it. So I think if they will do it, the government have to start from them. They have told us change begin with me. Let the change begin with them there. We need to change it. Without that, it will not end it. And then this is also dividing us more. It will divide us more.
All right, then.
Thank you.
We got your thoughts. Thank you very much. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Emeka from Owerri.
All right, Emeka, good to have you.
And the very good and wonderful topic you brought out this morning.
Yeah, right.
You see, on the issue of this tribalism in the tertiary schools, universities. See, Annie, we will not speak the last of this issue of tribalism in Nigeria unless something is done in this country. You see, let us not, I don't know, one of the major problems I discover in Nigeria is we don't want to say the fact and face the fact and say the truth as it is. We keep on going away from the truth and painting it black when it is blue. See, let me tell you, during 2007, Obasanjo came with his, what you call it, something equivalent to confab. He told those people, no go area. And at the end of the day, that no go area, that confab did not see the light of the day. Oh, good luck, or good village that come his own again. And he told them, no go, they told them this area, no go area. And I want to ask a question in this country called Nigeria. Are you sure that no go area is where the Nigeria problem is? If that is no go area, why should they be always saying no go area? No, and even most of the media, when you talk and discuss about it, let us negotiate about this station. They will say no go area. No, it's not negotiable. We must be this. That's the no-go area. Are you sure that no-go area is where Nigeria problem is? See, issue of tribalism in the university. It will continue to be. And it will continue to remain Nigeria because as long as Yoruba man is a Yoruba man, Igbo man is an Igbo man, and the system we are practicing, this structure will not allow people to live together. This structure is not even helping the issue. Only that I don't know how to explain to you. I will tell you why this structure is even helping this tribalism issue. In the tertiary institution, in the marketplace, in the so many everything.
Right,
you cannot have this issue of tribalism in Nigeria. As long as you keep on to continue to live in this structure.
We got your thoughts. We got your thoughts. Thank you. We've got to let you go. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning. Gift, where have you been? Good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning to all the guests in the studio, especially Dr. Sado.
Dr. Sado just stepped up anyways. Good to have you, Gift. How is Bayelsa today?
Okay. Bayelsa is very fine.
Right.
It is where we are heading to somewhere. We are heading to somewhere. That is why you've not been hearing my voice.
Oh, okay, good. Well, good. Yes. That's good news. Go ahead.
Yes. It's not about political.
Whatever it is, we're heading somewhere.
Yes. So, that increment concerning the amnesty, the guy should forget about it. It will not work. Yes, it will not work. I'm not in support of that. But the way some attempts will talk, just try and search for the understanding. Someone was trying to put us through concerning the agreement, especially here in Bayelsa.
If you hold on before you go that way, let me just quickly state here: none of us were arguing about the agreement ground. None of us.
I agree. But what I'm trying to point out here, it is how this country is structured. Nigeria is a problem to Nigerians. I'm telling you, especially the constitution. So this amnesty matter, we are talking about United Nations. The whole world came together to even tell Nigeria on how to go about it. Before this time, we've been hearing them negotiate. But how come the whole world agreed on this particular Niger Delta own? This one is different from every other programs that you've been hearing. They agreed on something. They said they will send all the nations to Niger Delta. The Niger Delta will even be more beautiful than even Abuja. You are there in River State. From your house to your studio, how are the roads? Onkpolo, ordinary Onkpolo, just that small place. Because federal government don't want to put that place in order. River State government too is for dragging. That is the problem of Nigeria. So go back to the table. That is why somebody will just stand up to a request for increment. That is the problem. Other areas that have this same oil, go to Saudi. Nigerians are going to Dubai, different places to work for people. Ordinarily, the Niger Delta, when people are talking about folding arms, you need to fold your arms and relax and eat this oil wealth. Forget about all this noise and sentiments. Ordinarily, in some other parts of the world, this is what they do to their citizens. It is Nigerians that are doing house boy work for people, house girl. But in Nigeria, even the Niger Delta people, because some of them are not part of this program, they would demonize the whole thing. They don't want to see from the angle. But it is these same people that brought even the NDDC, that some of their brothers and sisters and friends have become billionaires overnight. So we should look from the both angles and stop condemning everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've got to let you go. Thank you. Annie, until we the people rise to challenge the activities of the political class, we must begin to ask questions that bothers and how public funds is being expended by the elites. They will not stop in funding things like this. They empower the boys with their unhealthy scheme that erodes hard work and integrity. NFI sent that in. EOK, you sent this. He said, good morning, Annie, and your distinguished guest. Before, payment for university admission was limited to some courses. Now it's for all courses. Somebody paid 5 years ago 200,000 for his son to read medicine to become a medical doctor. Nigerian leaders have failed us. EOK from Port Harcourt. Good morning, Annie. And the wandering analyst in the studio. We hear how people get granted bail with so amounts of money every day, from radio, television, down to newspapers, yet no one has been arrested for such corruption. Until federal and state governments set up a strong panel that can be able to deal with the police, the corruption is bound to last eternity. Secondly, about the issue of ethnicity in our universities, let's tell ourselves the truth. There has never been Nigeria, and there might never be. George Real Love, you send that from Elele Alimini, and we've got to go with that there. And with that last, Emmanuel, Chief Loveday, let me hear from you, please.
Well, the only thing I need to say is that federal government need to come up with a date to end this amnesty program if they really want this to stop. Whatever that is, they agree to solve the problem. They know how to curb it, and they shouldn't push it to the civilians.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Chief Loveday Okere, social political analyst and community leader. Unfortunately, Precious UDK and Dr. Austin Sada had to leave before we wrapped up. Emmanuel Ndukwe?
Well, I think ethnicity certainly is ravaging Nigeria in all facets, and of course, is most worrisome when it goes into the university where should have no place to be. But that's exactly what is going on, and of course, that will affect the overall results of our tertiary education.
And that's it. We wrap up on the show here. Thank you so much. We'll do this again definitely tomorrow. Do join us. I am Annie Abdusalam. See you tomorrow.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Football. Let's welcome you to the fun side, the sunny side, to amazing sportsmanship. Let's welcome you to a superb football competition. Introducing Today FM Under 20 Soccer Fiesta. We are looking for the best 16 teams to play off in a knockout style within 10 days till we get to our champion. Is your team under 20? Are you the best? In Port Harcourt, date 4th to 14th December 2019. Prizes are first position 300,000 naira, second position 200,000 naira, and third position 100,000 naira. For registration details, contact Sanipe on 0806 886 1984. Again, 0806 886 1984.
Call by communities for companies to perform better social corporate responsibilities. Organizations have decried the ease of doing business in River State. For there to be development in the state, there must be a working relationship between organizations and communities.
These foreign companies come to Nigeria, devastate our environment, cut away our resources, and develop their own country.
Your Premium Talker Radio will be providing a platform for organizations and communities to dialogue, as we will be gathering stakeholders from within and outside River State and the Niger Delta at large. The summit is tagged fostering better relations between host communities and organizations.
Like I said, we are suffering. We can't even fish. Also, we also want them
only on your Premium Talker Radio 95.1 FM.
You will never identify the office.
Everything for our community is destroyed. Nothing.
In line with our set agenda, Today FM is hosting yet another summit. With our set agenda, Today FM is hosting yet another summit. We have plans to be more than just a talk station. We want to help facilitate the desires of our listening public. We want your problems to be ours and your growth to reflect in ours. And growth is only guaranteed if we have an understanding between host communities and organizations. And therefore, our desire to bring to the table stakeholders from different organizations, local governments, government agencies, youth groups, NGOs, and more to speak on the causes and possible solutions.
Go to these communities, you see there's nothing to write home about. Nothing to write home about.
Be part of the progress. Lock on to our signal on the 2nd of November at 9 a.m. as key speakers, stakeholders, you and I swing into action via this summit, fostering better relations between host communities and organizations.
You got a fetish for my love. Been waiting for a lifetime for you.
Listen to Entertainment Today
every weekday
at 11:30 a.m.
And I'm so I don't even mind. Oh,
11:30 a.m.
Only on Today 95.1 FM. Voice of the People.